All right, are you ready to see which of your favorite songs made the top 10 list this week? Yeah? Well, the Billboard Hot 100 ranks the most popular songs in music, okay? All genres of music, I should say, based on sales, radio, airplay, and streaming data. So, do we have a bumper for this? Shall we roll it? Yay! I love that beat. Say hello to the guy who you probably copied off in high school. He knows all the facts. It's Billboard chart expert, the one and only Keith Caulfield.
I love my introduction. Every week it just gets more and more glorious.
Isn't it cute? I know. Well, you know.
Please welcome the crown prince of Billboard charts, Keith Caulfield.
That's right. We're doing it. Well, we see you every week. I like you. You're looking very humble.
Thank you.
This week, it's always a pleasure to see me.
Yes.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant to see me. Well, once again, we're going into the charts. You've got your bits and pieces.
Yes,
thank goodness.
Got all my bits and pieces on me.
Thank goodness. And you know, once again, as I look down the charts, I saw a couple of things that I'm probably going to have a couple of questions about, but maybe not. So shall we hit it?
Yes, please.
Shall we hit it? Let's get to the top 10. At number 10 this week is "Someone Like You" by Adele. The British diva was seen all over the internet this week when photos surfaced with her brand new boyfriend. So, you know, as we've known the Adele that we know and love, Keith has been one of somewhat sort of like very somber, very mellow, challenging love songs, very deep.
Right.
Now her heart's going to be a little bit light. Will she be writing some skipping little disco beats?
Well, you never know. I mean, maybe she'll trade sounds with Katy Perry, perhaps. You know, have an upbeat sort of dancey pop record.
Well, right now everything's switched in the relationship world with those two.
All the pop divas are just taking turns with different kind of vibes right now. But about this song, let's talk about the chart. It actually is down 1 this week, moving 9 to 10. Did you know that she has had a song in the top 10 every week since last April, except for just 3 little weeks? So basically, I mean, we all know, we say it every time, Adele, Adele, Adele.
Right.
But it's just pretty incredible that she's basically been in the top 10 for like almost a year now.
Yeah, and deservedly so.
Exactly.
And deservedly so. Dropping 3 spots to this week's number 9 is Party Rock Anthem, Woohoo, by my band, LMFAO. I love tweeting you guys, by the way. I still love the song, but, you know, it's a new year, it's a new time. I'm just wondering if they're going to go a little bit mellow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the new year brings. Also, we have an exciting debut in at number 8. Jason Mraz is back with I Won't Give Up, and I know you got something to say about that one.
This is actually, I wrote a story on Billboard.com, folks at home.
Yeah, Billboard.com.
Go to Billboard.com. I wrote a story, talked to the label and everything, got all the dirt on it. So this song debuts at number 1 on our sales chart. It's the top-selling digital song of last week, sold 229,000 downloads. Just comes out of the sky. A lot of people probably didn't know about this song, but if you're a Jason Mraz fan, or if you've been on YouTube, you may have seen someone cover this song. He actually introduced it last year during a concert tour. And then it picked up a lot of viral traction. Christina Grimmie covered it, Tyler Ward covered it. So it built up a lot of traction. The label said, you know what, this seems to be working. Let's put it out as the first single from your next album. The album comes out in May, and it's off to a good start already.
And there it is, number 8 right there. Yeah. And number 7, we've got Jay-Z and Kanye West. They're sitting comfortable in their number 7 spot again this week with, Niggas in Paris, right?
Ends in Paris.
Oh, you can't say it. I can.
That is such a political discussion, not even appropriate for like a chart talk right now.
No, it's the name of the song. Sorry, it's the name of the song. So sorry, I didn't. You know what? I was just saying the name of the song, and I wasn't even thinking.
We're all good.
I wasn't even thinking.
But you want to know
also,
something?
I'm black.
Did you want to know? There's a really fun fact about Jay-Z's daughter that you mentioned earlier in the show. So Blue Ivy actually debuts on the Billboard charts this week with the song that you were talking about.
Really?
Yes, Glory debuts at number 74 on our R&B hip-hop singles chart, meaning that obviously a newborn, a couple days old, is officially the youngest person ever to chart on a Billboard chart in history.
If it's him. If it's the baby.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt, unless Jay-Z was recording someone else's cries at the end of the song.
I don't know, but he hasn't officially said.
But the track that was serviced, it actually officially bills Blue Ivy on the track. So.
Okay, all right, well, there it is. So it's the youngest person on our Billboard chart.
Ever.
I think that's a high five.
I know.
What's up? That's awesome. So we go from up to down, because it was a surprising drop for Katy Perry this week, who fell to the number 6 position. I'm so sorry. From last week's number 3, here's the one that got away. So
it seems to be the one that's getting away. I mean, a lot of people were talking about how Katy Perry might get her 6th #1 single.
Yes, that's right.
With this one from the Teenage Dream album, and it would seem that sort of the teenage dream is over. And I know people are going to say that I'm throwing shade or like, you know, hating on Katie. I'm not.
Right.
I'm a chart geek and I love talking about this kind of stuff. And still, it's 6 top 10s, 6 top 5s from one album.
Yeah.
Clearly one of the biggest albums of the past year, and we love seeing Katie on the Hot 100. It's amazing. But for this song, I think the #1 dream might be over.
All right, well, she'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. It'll
She
probably be
will
a
be
7th
back.
top 10 single.
Exactly. Hanging in the middle of the countdown this week at #5 is Flo Rida's Good Feeling. Every time I hear that song, I actually get a good feeling, so that's good. Especially when I hear the lovely and the talented Etta James, by the way, who's terminally ill right now. She left the hospital a few days ago, so they told us, she left the hospital, but she's with her husband and family, and you know, we send her lots of love. She was my wedding song, man. She was lots of people's wedding song, but she was my wedding song, which makes me even love her even more. Okay, next up is a big jump from 8 to #4 this week, and it is once again the diva that we talked about at the top of the chart, and it's Adele. So
Adele.
fire to rain.
Set fire to the rain. Yep, it's up 4 slots to #4 this week, as you said. A lot of the songs on the chart this week all sort of decline a little bit in sales because we're still adjusting after the holiday rush on iTunes and other digital retail services, including Amazon. But it's gaining in airplay a whole bunch. So because of that, sort of a small decline in sales, big gain in airplay, jumps right up the chart. I say that sort of stuff every week, but that's how the chart works.
But that's who you are.
Yeah, that's what I am. That's what I
who
got.
you are. You say it like it is. And also, if it keeps raining in this studio right now, it's going to get me all wet. I'm kidding. The rain continues in the #3 spot with It Will Rain by the one and only, the gorgeous, I love him, Bruno Mars, off the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. So 2011 was a big year for Bruno. Of course, he ranked an impressive 6 Grammy nominations, and with the Grammys coming up on February 12th, we're going to see exactly how he does there at this year's Grammy Awards. What do you think? Yeah.
Oh, he'll probably win something.
Okay, he'll win something. Even Best Smile.
There you go.
Okay, they may be sexy and they may know it, but LMFAO is not #1 anymore. Oh no, boo-hoo. Okay, so Keith, do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
So, you know, let's not boo-hoo too much. The song was #1 for 2 weeks, and it does fall apart in both airplay and sales. And as how this works, it just couldn't compete with what was #1 or what is #1 this week. And I will tell you this about the other song in the top 10, the other one that we didn't really talk about, Party Rock Anthem. It's in its, I've got the notes, 29th week in the top 10 for Party Rock Anthem, the other song that's still in the top 10. Only 2 songs in history have spent more time in the top 10.
That was your shot.
That was my, thanks.
You're welcome.
Speedo guy, gotta love him.
That's awesome. So you would, it's safe to say that the boys are pretty successful.
Yes, they're successful.
They're successful, yeah.
They're successful.
Yes, they
Gotta
are.
stop.
Well, guess who's back on the #1 top? If you haven't heard that she's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, did I do 5? 4, 3, 2, then she's got to be #1. You know, we're not going to have a top 10 without her. No way. Rihanna takes back the throne and finds love once again at this week's top 10 #1.
#1 for the 9th non-consecutive week. It is so it's back to #1, obviously. It is already her longest running #1, and it's the longest running #1 single since beginning of 2010 when Kesha's TikTok was also #1 for 9 weeks. So, yay, Rihanna.
So congratulations.
I know.
I know you're a huge fan of Rihanna.
I like Rihanna.
Absolutely. Well, proof is in the pudding, right? She is #1. And that does it for this week's Top 10 according to the Billboard Hot 100 chart. We recently actually solicited questions via Facebook as well and Twitter about the charts because I really want Keith to like really be put on the spot sometimes and the charts. So adamantly, we wanted an answer. Someone wanted an answer. One of our little fans out there, Adrian D. So here's the question for you. Does Lady Gaga still have a chance for Marry the Night to be top 10 hit if it isn't on the radio anymore?
Okay, well, the song is on the radio.
Right, but if it's not?
Well, I think the question might be implying that it's not doing well on the radio.
Okay.
So the thing is, every single one of oh, look, there's a question. Every single one of Lady Gaga's singles have gone top 10.
I read it correctly. I'm so happy.
But Marry the Night is falling. It goes 37 to 39 this week. It already peaked at number 29 on the Hot 100. So I think the thing is the song is such a super up-tempo dance song. I think Top 40 Radio is having a hard time with it.
Right.
I could go into lurid detail about this, and we could spend a whole half hour, and that would be really bad.
Hey, no, because it's my show.
But what you can do is we're
Get your own show.
We're gonna go into this question in full, incredible, glorious detail
Okay.
at billboard.com/chartbeat tomorrow, Friday.
Okay.
And there will be a whole column all about this and Marry the Night and if it's ever gonna go top 10. So head to billboard.com and we'll fill you in.
Head to billboard.com because if you want to know what's happening on the chart beat or anything to do with any music that's out there, especially at Billboard, that's the guy to hit up. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot once again.
Thank you.
For being. I'll see you next week.
Yes.
What are you going to wear?
I'll have to go to your wardrobe closet. We can figure out some ensemble together.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.